Hello TikTok and YouTube. Listen, I did not think this would come up as fast as it has done. So I don't know if you've seen, this picture's circulating a lot on the WhatsApp groups. I'll put it up on the screen now. And it's a tweet, or an X, whatever you call them these days, from an MP from Harlow, which is down south near Essex, I think. And he's just not happy with the current cross-border hiring, and he thinks that this should be discussed pretty soon within Parliament. And one of the couple of his points that he made was quick. So it made sense what he was saying. So I think it must be to do with the fact that Wolverhampton's recently just come out and said that their drivers don't need to have magnets and stickers on, right? But if you think about it, that's Wolverhampton Council enforcing that rule. But the Wolverhampton drivers working in all the other cities and areas in the UK are following Wolverhampton rules, not the local rules where they're working. So Harlow's come out and said these drivers, they're not going through the same training or the same tests as our drivers are doing. They're not following our rules. So in Harlow, they all have to have the magnets on. They believe that's the safest way going forward for customers and everything else. Where then you've got drivers that haven't gone through the same procedures that their local council has. They're not following the same local council rules, and they want something doing about it. Now, you don't know what's going to happen. People are saying end cross-border hiring and everything else, or maybe just have one criteria that all councils have got to abide by, like a set test or a set rules that all councils got to follow. Do you know what I mean? There's got to be something that you can do it collectively. Now, as an example, and it is a good valid point, so I'm going to use Liverpool as an example because obviously I'm in Liverpool. So Liverpool Council still has a knowledge test. So I was Sefton and I changed to Liverpool. Sefton is still Liverpool region, Merseyside. So I was Sefton, I changed to Liverpool. I had to do a knowledge test, right? I had to do basic questions and answering over English and maths to test me basic general knowledge in that sense. And then within 12 months of your renewal or 2 years, I haven't done it yet. You need to do a part 2. And now the part 2 of your license is you got to go back into the council and then show what you've been doing over the last 6 to 12 months as a licensed driver, and then they test you on that as well. So you got to run loads of tests and loads of questions and stuff, and you got to go through it all. And then they're supervising you, loading you, how you unload luggage, how you treat customers. I think you got to film yourself with customers or people to see that you are like a legit driver, or take you for a little drive, I don't know. But the Liverpool licensing like rules are a lot more stricter than others. As an example, we still need to have magnets on the cars and stuff like that. So you can kind of see where this other MP's coming from. Where myself personally, I've gone through all the knowledge test, the local knowledge test. I've gone through all the training and the quality training and everything else. I've still got to go back and get retested to make sure I'm doing a good job at it, right? And I've still got to follow all Liverpool licensing rules. So then a driver that's not licensed here will come and work here just the same as me, but might have had an easier test, or might have not been checked on as much as I've done, or that council might have lenient rules compared to the council that they're working in. Do you get me? So when he was saying, I was watching the video on his Twitter, and what was said, and I was thinking, well, he's making some good points there that I never actually thought about it in that sense. Do you know what I mean? And all the money, obviously, that as an example, Wolverhampton is receiving from the licensing and everything else, I'm assuming it's going back to Wolverhampton and not going to the council where they're currently working. Do you know what I mean? So it was a mad little thing, and the fact that they're already looking at bringing it up is going to be an absolute huge change. I don't know how it's going to change. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think on how it's going to proceed going forward. Do you think that they're going to just stop cross-border hiring? Do you think they're going to bring a rule out where all councils are going to abide by the same rules that are in place from the government? Do you know what I mean? So like maybe all do knowledge tests, all be the same price, and if you do that, then it's pointless then running to a different council to get the quick shortcut or the easy route. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely mad the fact that it's already been brought up. It was brought up in House Commons yesterday, and they want to be brought up in like the main discussion type of vibe. So only time will tell. But yeah, I just thought that was absolutely huge news that I wanted to tell you. What do you reckon in the comments, guys? Let me know. Crazy what I just don't know how the private hire and the taxi trade is going to proceed forward. I really don't. Who knows, eh? Listen, thanks for watching as per usual. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and all that jazz. And also, the taxi podcast that we've recently started is now on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and obviously YouTube, and the clips are on TikTok as well. So make sure you check all that out as well, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.